Not being successful sucks. We all want to achieve our goals and see results right away. But as frustrating as it may feel, nothing worthwhile happens overnight. It's easy to get disheartened when we see others succeed in a shorter time frame, even though we're working just as hard. However, there's an alternative way of viewing things that can help us come to terms with not achieving our goals right away. And that's what we're going to explore in this video. You see, when a goal starts to feel out of reach, our natural inclination might be to lower our expectations and aim for something more attainable. But this actually works against us. By bringing down the target from its original height, we're lowering our own expectations, and as a result, our morale gradually weakens and we start accepting mediocrity. This creates a cycle where our goals continue to reduce in magnitude, and the original goal feels further away than ever before. In the book, The 10X Rule, The Only Difference Between Success and Failure, the author emphasizes the importance of setting goals that are 10 times beyond what we think we can achieve. This approach establishes a high threshold to work toward and prevents us from settling for mediocrity. It instills a hunger to work harder than we initially thought possible, so that we can be ready for all the challenges life throws our way. Here are some action tips to help you navigate through the process of not achieving your goals right away. 1. Don't be disheartened if you don't achieve everything on your to-do list. Instead, focus on what you're going to do tomorrow to fix your failures. 2. Don't wallow in disappointment, take action. It's crucial to keep moving forward and take steps toward your goals, no matter how small they may be. While having goals is beneficial, it's important to remember that a purely goal-based mindset can quickly become toxic. As mentioned in the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, goals are fleeting. If we become too fixated on them, our mood will fluctuate as the attainment of our goals does. Instead of chasing highs and lows, it's more sustainable to establish a baseline and find joy in the process itself. For example, a headline performer in a hit Broadway show may feel euphoric as the curtains close on a Saturday night performance, but the following Tuesday, they go back to rehearsals because they genuinely love what they do. They find satisfaction not just in the end result, but in the journey itself. So, falling in love with the process and embracing the small victories along the way can be far more rewarding than achieving your goals right away. Action tip: if you find yourself resenting your job or work, try to focus on the small moments of enjoyment within your tasks. Whether it's sending emails or completing small projects, finding joy in the little things can make a significant difference over time. Feeling alone in your journey is a common experience, especially in the world of blogging and content creation. When I started, I felt isolated and didn't have a standardized way to measure my progress or navigate the challenges that came my way. However, joining a mastermind group has been a game changer. Not only do we support and edit each other's work, but we also share our struggles and frustrations. By finding someone you can relate to, you gain a valuable support system and a point of reference for comparison. The beauty of it is that most people who have gone through similar situations are more than willing to help. Not only does it feel good for them to extend a helping hand, but you also create a meaningful relationship that benefits all parties involved. Action tip: reach out to someone you admire or relate to in your industry. You'll be surprised at how willing they are to offer guidance and support. Remember, everyone starts somewhere, and connecting with others who understand your journey can make a world of difference. Lastly, it's important to acknowledge that life doesn't always go according to plan. No matter how detailed our plans are, unexpected challenges and obstacles can arise. A pandemic can disrupt wedding plans. A deal on a new home may fall through when preparing to move to a new city. Life is unpredictable. But instead of waiting for the perfect moment, it's crucial to start now and prepare early. By doing so, we can better navigate through unexpected circumstances and adjust our plans accordingly. In conclusion, not achieving your goals right away can be frustrating, but it's essential to come to terms with it. Embrace the process, set ambitious goals, find joy in the journey, and reach out to others who can support and relate to your experiences. Remember, success is not always about immediate results but about persistence, resilience, and learning from the challenges along the way. Before we wrap up, I want to ask you, what actions from this video are you going to implement in your own life? Leave your answer in the comments below. And if you found this video valuable, consider giving a tip proportional to the value you received. The link can be found in the description. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Do you find yourself lying awake at night, consumed by worries about cash flow and paying the bills? Do you constantly replay conversations and emails in your head, wondering what you missed or what you could have said better? If you're plagued by overthinking, take heart from the words of John Milton, who said, "The mind is its own place and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. But fear not, my friend, for I have discovered 4 daily habits that will help you conquer that overt hinking monster." The first habit is to capture it. Picture this: it's Monday morning, and your boss asks you to distribute the monthly sales figures by the end of the day. On top of that, customer support emails you to say that a big client wants to cancel their contract, and to add to the chaos, a WordPress plugin is slowing down the company website. No wonder you forget about distributing the sales figures until your drive home that evening. The key to freeing yourself from this mental baggage is simple: write down new tasks as they occur on a trusted to-do list that you review regularly. This habit will allow you to declutter your mind, enabling you to refocus on the task at hand without the fear of forgetting something important later. Next up, we have meditation. Let me share a personal experience with you. A few years ago, my boss sent me a short, sharp email demanding an important report. I spent the entire day dwelling on his tone, unaware of the cascading effect it had on my mindset. That night, I found myself lying in bed, unable to sleep, tormented by questions. What had I done to make him angry? Didn't he appreciate the workload I had? Would I lose my job? Ah, the joys of overthinking. If only I had taken just 10 minutes that evening to meditate. You see, directing your attention to your mental state can actually change that state, as shown in a 2012 study by Yeager and Junz. So my friend, make it a habit to meditate daily. This practice will help you become aware of unproductive thoughts about your work or boss as they arise, allowing you to decide whether to engage with them, act upon them, or simply let them go. Now let's talk about reflection. Imagine you gave an important presentation that didn't quite convince your boss or a potential client. You could spend the evening ruminating about it while mindlessly watching television, or you could choose a more productive path. Grab a pen and paper and write a short journal entry. Yes, even if you're not a writer. The act of putting your thoughts to paper honestly will help you release those unproductive thoughts from your mind. Remember, nobody has to read these entries except you. So when 5 or 6 o'clock rolls around, ask yourself 3 simple questions: what worked, what didn't work, and what will you do differently next time? This habit of reflection will give you the clarity and perspective you need to move forward and grow. Last but not least, we have action. Let's face it, my friend, unless you're a scientist working in a laboratory, you will never have access to all the facts or work in perfect conditions. It's time to be honest with yourself. Seeking more information to review can often become a form of procrastination. A productive workday demands that you take action, whether it's making that sales call, writing that report, delivering that presentation, or addressing the concerns of an unhappy customer. If you're not in the habit of consistently taking action, here's what you can do at the end of each workday. Pick the 3 most important items on your to-do list and ensure that you complete them the following day. No matter what, even if you're late, completing something important will provide valuable lessons and insights. Remember, my friend, your mind is a powerful tool. Don't let it wander into the wrong territory. When a problem arises at work and you find yourself unable to let go of it, turn to one of these habits and cultivate it. As someone who has battled chronic overthinking, I've learned that sometimes it's best to simply act. It's far easier to fix a mistake later than to live with regrets about missed opportunities. So, my friend, will you take the challenge? Will you embrace these 4 daily habits and free yourself from the clutches of overthinking? I leave you with this question: what actions from this video will you implement in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, if you found this video valuable and it has provided you with insights and actionable steps, consider giving a tip proportional to the value you received. The link can be found in the video description. Your support will enable me to continue creating content that empowers and inspires you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, my friend, may you conquer the art of productive thinking and live a life filled with clarity, focus, and action. The flow state. Maybe you've heard of it. Some call it being in the zone. It's that sweet spot where the outside world seems to melt away. Writers and inventors have been known to find it. Artists and athletes frequently experience it. It's a state of mind that has been recognized for at least 30 years and perhaps even throughout history. In 1990, psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi introduced the concept of flow and described it as being in a peak experience. He said the best moments usually OCC, or when a person's body or mind is stretched to its limits in a voluntary effort to accomplish something difficult and worthwhile. Author Stephen Kettler said it this way: time slows down. Self vanishes. Action and awareness merge. Welcome to flow. Achieving the balance between challenge and skill is key to entering the flow state. When challenge and skills are in balance, the activity becomes its own reward. A runner, for example, reaches a point where they are pushing themselves to their ultimate best. They have the skills and ability to go the extra mile and challenge themselves to do so. As the brain responds with dopamine, the activity becomes almost effortless. The result is the state of flow. Research shows that when your brain is in the flow, the activity reduces prefrontal cortex activity. This may be why we feel distortions of time and less interest in things outside of ourselves. We become totally absorbed in the action and devote our entire focus to the activity at hand. So, how do you enter into the flow state? You start by eliminating distractions. Clear your mind by journaling or practicing meditation for a few minutes. Turn off your cell phone and create an environment free from interruptions. Have a clear and specific goal in mind with a definite outcome expected. When planning to work on a task, project, or activity, know with certainty what you are going to do. Creating pre-flow rituals can also help you enter the flow state. Just like bedtime routines signal your brain that it's time to sleep, pre-flow rituals prepare your brain for focused work. Set up your room or workspace, remove distractions, and have water and snacks nearby. Prepare yourself mentally and physically for the task at hand. When you are in the flow state, focus on the present moment. Give your full attention to the project or activity in front of you. Avoid being distracted by thoughts of future tasks or other obligations. By focusing on the present moment, you allow yourself to fully engage with the task at hand. When you reach this state, time may seem to stand still. You might feel like you could continue doing the activity forever. That's the flow state. Discover the times of day when you are most productive and use those hours to your advantage. Personal control is another key aspect of being in the flow. When you have control over what you are doing, it takes your work to another level. Stretch your talents, skills, and abilities to their limits and embrace the feeling of being in control. Remind yourself that you've got this and become even more focused and absorbed in the moment. Receiving positive feedback and recognizing your achievements can also help you stay in the flow state. When your rewards and achievements are acknowledged, it keeps you engaged and motivated to continue. Celebrate your milestones and progress along the way. Keep in mind that your brain can't stay in the flow state indefinitely. You'll need to shift back to other tasks after a couple of hours. Use your time management skills to alternate between flow states and rest periods. Mixing up your activities can help you refocus and recharge for the next flow session. Getting into the flow state can take you to higher levels of accomplishment and creativity. Prepare yourself by setting clear goals, eliminating distractions, and creating pre-flow rituals. Take care of yourself throughout the process and focus on the present moment. Celebrate your achievements and embrace the rewards. And ask yourself, what actions from this video are you going to implement in your life? How will you harness the power of the flow state to enhance your productivity and creativity? Leave your answers in the comments below. And if you found this video valuable, consider giving a tip proportional to the value you received. The link can be found in the description. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay in the flow.